Sleepy, spicy mess.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Sleepy Spicy Mess podcast. We're so back, baby. We are back in the apartment. Yeah, oh my gosh. I haven't done an episode since, I think was it Flume? Yeah. Oh my god. That kind of feels like forever ago. Like, I feel like I would have expected myself to do more episodes, but I guess it's because I'm sandwiching them in between vlogs that they feel way more spaced out, and because I'm only pushing out 2 videos total onto YouTube, one being a vlog and one being a podcast, that it just feels like a lot less content. But honestly, that's been great because there's way less pressure, and I feel like I'm doing it because I genuinely want to and because it's something that I love to do. And so yeah, oh my god, it's been, what day is it? It is July 16th. It's actually my sister's birthday, which is crazy. I've been meaning to do an episode with my sister and my best friend. Okay, I think I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I haven't done an episode since I was traveling and in France, so I feel a little bit like, I don't know, I guess nervous. I was traveling for all of June, and that was great. Like, I did so much. I feel like with these episodes, since they're so out in between each other, I like have so much to say that I forget everything I wanted to say. So I think I'll just start filming them sporadically and not like the week that it's due. You know what I mean? I think I'll start just filming them when I feel like I have shit to say, and then take that footage. Like, I already have that footage pre-recorded to put on the day that I'm supposed to upload. Yeah, but life. I have low-key been going through it. So I had like a 2 days in a row last week that I happened to take edibles, and after like those 2 days, I just had an epiphany about a lot of things. And oh my god, okay, so first of all, about these edibles, I had gone over to my friend's house and she had made edibles, and I was like, what do you mean you made edibles? Like, your house doesn't smell like weed. Like, how did you make edibles with, like, I thought when you make it with butter, like, it's supposed to smell real dank in the house, like you put it in the oven. So I was like, nah, she probably just like sprinkled some weed in there and like not like knowing how to do it or whatever. And so I was like, they looked really good. So I was like, okay, like shit, I'll take one. It was a full moon. I was like, alright, like, And looking back on it now, I think I was better before I had done like the 2 day edibles, but I'm glad I did because I came to the realization of a lot of things. So I ended up taking one little square, right? And I was eating and I was like, this is real good. Like, okay, low-key, you can taste it. So I take it, an hour goes by, we're chilling with 2 other friends. We're all chilling, and then I'm like, I don't feel anything. I'll eat one more. Like, probably nothing in there. So then I eat another one. And I'm like, these are really good, like they're actually like nice. They don't taste too bad. Like, they're kind of nice. So we're chilling, and I do feel a little bit like sugar rush, and I think it's because her grandparents had made us Norwegian crepes, and then we were eating these brownies like right after. So I was like, okay, I'm probably just having a sugar rush. Like, let me chill. And so then after eating the second one, I'm like, I feel like maybe I could be feeling it, but I'm like, let me just eat one more. Like, you know what I mean? Because I barely feel anything. Like, I felt something, and then after like 20 minutes, I was like, not feeling it anymore. So I was like, it must just be like it went away. Like, it was just a quick effect. I guess it's been too long since I took an edible because I don't know why it didn't click to me that it takes like a few hours for it to hit. So of course I wasn't gonna be feeling it. So I took the third one. And I'm chilling. I'm maybe feeling it like a little bit, but I'm just like, yeah, man, these weak as hell. So we're just chilling, watching TV, and then I'm like, you want one more? And at this point, I think she had taken 4 already, so this was gonna be her 5th one. And I was like, do you want one more? And that would have been my 4th one. So both of us, we were like, let's just take one more. They're just so good. Like, they were so freaking good. I'm gonna need that recipe. without the weed. But so then I took a fourth one. She took a fifth one. And as soon as I finished eating that one, I sat back on the couch, on her couch, and I was like, I just took a big deep breath. And I was like, I was like watching something on my phone too. And I was like, why is it kind of hard to breathe? And so then I was like, oh, fuck. And it all fucking hit me. And I'm just on the couch, like, fuck. Oh my god. So then I just remember the next, like, 4 hours or so. I was like, why did I take 4? Just remembered, it reminded me of, like, middle and high school days. I would take some and then I would, like, a few hours later get really high and I'd be like, fuck, like, there's no escaping this. So then I text my brother and my sister in our group chat and I'm like, guys, I took 4 weed brownies because I didn't feel the first 3. And they were like, oh, hell no. And so then my brother, I fucking love my brother for this. He was like, remember, this too shall pass. Just keep telling yourself that. So I was like, yeah, just gotta ride the wave. And so I did. I was just riding the fucking wave for like 4 hours and I don't know, I was just like, I wanna like go get food. I wanna like go on an adventure. I wanna go on a walk. I wanna go see the stars and the moon. Let's go for a night swim. And I was like just feeling like adventurous. Like I love to do that shit when I'm high. And I guess my friend had one too many and she was like, I can't do anything right now. Like I need space. Like I need to chill. So I was like, okay, like, alright. So I was just chilling, like, making videos and everything. And then I was staring at the dog. The dog was freaking me out. Okay, the next day, we decided to go out, right? And I woke up that morning feeling like a changed person. I was like, whoa, like, what the hell happened? Just, like, still feeling kind of high. And I had rode my bike to her place, so I was like, okay, this will be nice. Like, let me just take like a ride back home, eat some food. Like, I got some sun and some exercise in. Let me get in the water. But for some reason, and this is so weird, ever since that trip, it's like it did the opposite effect of me because before I got high, before that night, I was feeling super connected to water. Like, super. Like, I felt like I wanted to, like, do some swimming, like, the ocean, the water, the waves. I was just feeling like super like in tune and fluid. And then it happened and the next day I was like a cat with water. I was like, stay away from me. I don't want to go near you. You're scary. I just did not want to be near the ocean. Or like I had this strong desire to be near the ocean, but it was like scary. Okay, so the next day we go out and so I had taken another one, right? But this time it was just one. Like compared to 4, it was just one. But I had also like smoked and yeah, I had also smoked. So I was like a little, like when I smoked it activated the brownie and whenever I took those 4 brownies the first night I hadn't smoked. So it was just the brownies alone. The second night I had only taken 1 and then I had smoked. And so it like activated it and I was just like feeling it. Anyway, that night was fun. The next day, I'm like, I did not go to sleep till like 7 a.m. And it wasn't even that we were out that late. It was just that I had gotten home at like 4:30 a.m. I don't know how the hell I got home because it was dark as fuck. Like the lights that are usually supposed to be on were not on. It was dark as fuck. I was alone. Yeah, I don't know. I just remember like when I was getting closer to the house, I was just like looking around and then I like realized I was like, I'm like really vulnerable right now. But I was just like enjoying and then a few seconds could go by and I'd be like look around, look behind me. But yeah, I managed to get home. And I managed to get home safely. And I slept in from 7 a.m. So yeah, I got home like 4:35 max. And for some reason, I just didn't go to fucking sleep for the next 2 hours. I was just like eating chips, like watching my show in bed, like just having me time. And so yeah, I didn't get out of bed the next day till like it wasn't even enough hours, maybe like 2 or 3. And like I was like up at like 4. And it kind of sucked because my mom ended up going out of town, and so I had the place to myself, and it was like lonely. I feel like whenever you trip like that, it's like nice. Whenever you like go through like 2 days in a row of like taking edibles when you don't usually take them, it's like nice to have like a friend or whoever you're like getting high with after. Like, so you guys can kind of like, we should relax, or let's go to the beach, let's go on a walk, let's like recuperate together from like this whole almost like hangover. But yeah, it like was really lonely. And then my mom ended up coming back the next day, and then she left again the next day. It's been like the past few days of kind of adjusting again, and my friend called it like a weed brain. And I guess like that's kind of true. Just feeling like delayed and getting back in tune with my body. And for a few days there, I was pretty paranoid. But after that second night, I was just like, I am gonna be good for a while. Like, I need to get back in tune with myself. So yeah, I was like just feeling very reflective. This past 2 weeks, I've been dealing with a little bit of like separation anxiety and just kind of like feeling like lonelier because I was traveling for an entire month with my friend. And when you're with someone for 24 hours of the day, 7 days a week, for 4 weeks straight, you bond with that person, and you get almost like they become part of your life. Like, you become one. You guys are traveling together. You guys are going to bed at the same time. You guys are going to wake up around the same time, having a routine. And so went from like 100 to 0 really quick. Like 100 to 0 so quickly. From like one day to the next, just, and that felt like a lot for me. Just because I had never done that, like, before. I'd never done that with anyone before. Like, just being for so long, so much, and like just traveling together, like it just bonds you. And it was such a good experience, and honestly worth the separation anxiety. But yeah, the separation anxiety just sucks. And it's made me feel kind of like lonely because, like that was my friend, that was like my companion, that was like, someone to take along everywhere I went, and to the grocery store. And like, even when we got back here and spent like a week here, it was like, okay, like, like making breakfast together, like going on a walk, like going to the beach, going what's called snorkeling, like just going to things together, visiting places together. Like, when you bring someone into your kind of your world and your life, it's one thing to travel together, right? You're in different places. It's a neutral environment. But then you come into your environment and your world, then it's like, and it's 24/7. It's just like more bond. Going from having like, like a best friend every day to not having one, it just kind of, I don't know, it just made me feel very lonely and a little sad and anxious, and kind of like there's this like hole now. There's this like gaping hole of where this person was. I was reflecting so much and feeling so paranoid to do anything or like hang out with anybody. I don't know, I feel like sometimes taking edibles and like smoking weed and just like substances in general can kind of trigger depressive episodes. Also, like, I'm glad I did it because it just made me realize a lot of things, and it almost makes me like tempted to want to try shrooms. If I can have such a profound experience just from weed, then imagine the epiphanies and the realizations I might have with shrooms. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm at the place right now, but I think once I feel more established in my routines and in myself, then I'll go and burn that all down. No, I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean? I'll go and maybe microdose. Just see what comes from that. See what answers I find within myself, because I really feel like I had these suppressed feelings, and it brought it up to the surface the days following. So not whenever I was high as fuck, but the days following. It just made me realize and like reevaluate. Anyway, so it's made me think a lot and understand a lot, and yeah, I've I realized I need to become the person that I need the most in my life. I need to choose me. For once in my fucking life, I need to choose me. After going through the past few days, things that have just been buried deep under, I've realized that I have done a very poor job of choosing myself these past years. Since I got into my first relationship with my first boyfriend in 11th grade, it was a toxic relationship. And there was something that I needed. There's something that I wanted, and that was companionship and to feel loved and comforted and comfortable and vulnerable and seen and heard by someone, because I was going through a very hard time. I felt very lonely. And I've noticed this pattern when I am in a state of loneliness. I look for external ways to fill that. I look for external ways to make me feel whole instead of addressing the deeper rooted issue. And so sometimes for me that meant, oftentimes actually, for me that meant giving in, what's the word? Kind of just molding myself into someone and something to fit someone else's needs and conform to things and compromise on a lot of things and not be selfish and not focus on what I really needed. Anyway, after just recognizing this pattern that I have, I've realized that I need to stop. I've realized that there is this hole that I've been trying fill with someone's company and time and presence, and there's obviously deeper rooted issues to that, you know. Instead of trying to force something to happen, I should just accept it and take that time to really work on myself. I want to decenter men and focus on me and live for me and dress for me and look the way I want, act the way I want, pursue what I want, and just get my shit together, because how the fuck am I gonna be, not that I'm actively looking for a relationship, but how am I gonna be like open to a relationship when I'm in this state of mind and when I'm in this part in my life where it's just so obvious that I do not need a relationship, that I need to lock in and get my fucking shit together, that I need to create financial stability for myself and create good habits again and create a routine and figure out and prioritize me and my health and working out and eating right and getting my health good. Because let's say my fucking dream person walked in right now and they're like, "Hi, nice to meet you. I'm blah. I'm everything you're looking for and more." I'm gonna be like, well, I don't know what to do with you. Like, I'm not ready for all that. I'm not ready for you yet. And I wouldn't want you to have this version of me either. Because it's not just about the other person, guys. It's you. It's me. It's not that I want to be completely perfect, right? Because you can't be perfect before you are in a relationship. Sometimes love just happens to you, and I get that. And it's usually when you're not looking for it. And you do not have to be in a perfect place or position or have everything together, be exactly where you want to be before entering a relationship. Of course not. Usually it's not like that. But being on the pathway to that and knowing at least that you have your priorities straight and that you are actively working towards something for yourself and for your future and for your life. It's a shadow. From what? Why is it a circle? There must be something under there. Oh my god, you guys can hear me way better. I need to fucking speak in the mic like this. Oh my god, my ex used to fucking hate ASMRs, bro. So yeah, I just want to prioritize getting my life together before I start to look for a partner. And that's another thing, like I want to have that like strong sense of self-worth, like because I got cheated on in my last relationship. That shit really hurt. And when you get cheated on, it puts you in a headspace there's just no way to see it positively until later down the line. You know what I mean? And so your immediate thought is just, am I not good enough? Was I not enough? Was it really that worth it? And where did I fail? what could I have done to prevent this? What could I have done better? How could I have been a better girlfriend, a better company, better best friend, better lover? And it's hard to recover from that. Even now, like 4 months later, I do feel like my sense of self-worth has, rebuilt itself and made me realize that it was more of a him problem than me. It was more something that he had to do for his storyline, for somehow, some way it had to happen for him, and that I just happened to be collateral damage. Because he was not able to properly be a boyfriend, I became collateral damage. And I think sometimes that's all we are in some people's stories, just collateral damage. And I've had to recover from that and be reminded that I can love again, be reminded that I can laugh and smile and feel whole and all of that. And while it has come back, I don't think it's to where it should be before entertaining anything that might lead to a relationship. So I think I'm definitely in the process of building myself back up, but it's gonna take some more time, That's another thing, like, I don't think I've properly given myself the time to heal from my first relationship, that I ended up in another relationship and it was just not enough time in between. And now I have to heal from that relationship. So it's just these two relationships that I just need to heal from that trauma and learn what is acceptable and what's not acceptable. Learn to trust my intuition and not ignore that little voice inside of me that says that's kind of weird, and speak up for myself and just like have a higher standard for what I'm wanting out of a relationship. I think in a relationship, it should be a plus to your life. I don't think it should be taking from your life. I don't think it should be consuming you. I think you should have your life and then that be something that it's like an extra layer, that if that layer happens to come off, you still have your core, you still have you and your family and your friends and the life that you're building for yourself. I think for the longest time, I've just wanted someone to want me, and now I just want me. I just want my own company, and I just want to make friends and go after my dreams and build a life that I really admire and become the woman that I really want to be. Become like my highest self, become the best version that I could possibly be. And that's going to take time, of course, and patience. But putting that energy and that time into external factors like romantic relationships just doesn't seem like it's not the right time. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for this era of like just feeling like I really just want to decenter men. And I guess just like relationships in general, it's just like lovers in general. But I guess it's just because I don't have much experience being with a girl. Like, I've been with one girl, but I was like in high school and it wasn't like a serious relationship. You know what I mean? So that's why I say decenter men and not like decenter lovers, just because I don't really know that dynamic would so much go, that just based off my personal experience with the two serious relationships I've had, they were men. So I think just steering clear from that. But of course, it's like it's a natural human thing to want company and love and cuddles and have your person, but no person will ever complete that feeling that you need to like feel within yourself. You need to be your rock, your person that knows when to walk away. The person that when things are going wrong, I got this. And like just being able to comfort yourself. I think being able to comfort yourself is such a beautiful thing. And I'm slowly practicing that whenever I feel like that emptiness. I'm just like, okay, it's all right. Just breathing in and feeling all the feelings instead of running from them. I've been coming out of this like depressive episode. It's kind of been hard and it's made me feel like very like lonely and just like I don't know what I'm doing, and social media is so addicting to just be on all the time and like on my phone. that I'm just like, my God. You know, being in this like small town, a country that it's like, it's still a new country. I've been here for a few months now, but there's so much of the country I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? It's just this small town that I know. And it's been hard to make friends, you know? So I have built a little bit of a community, and I have made some friends, and working I think is gonna help with that. I had my first shift finally after, what was it, 11 months being unemployed. Like, unemployed, but like I've done a little bit of jobs here and there, like modeling wise, acting wise. But yeah, it's good. It's like it made me realize why sometimes when I was back home I was thankful that I had to get up and go to work, because it's like, oh, okay, I could talk to my coworkers, I get to work, I get to make money, talk to customers, you know, engage, get my mind off things, and just feel like I'm doing something. You know what I mean? So it's nice. Like I met all the employees and they're super cool. And then I made this other friend and he's like my gay bestie now. He's so cool. And then I met him through my mom because she's part of this like international group. So it's just like a bunch of people too that I guess like might be missing home, or you know, are just wanting to like connect with other foreigners as well that have came here to live here. And so being able to spend time together all together, just like having dinners and going to little things together, making little events, it's just fun. And those are like small ways that, you know, even though there's not a lot of people here, we're building a community. And hopefully I'll be able to move to a big city soon. Thankfully, things are like moving along. Finally, things are moving along and we're getting closer to, I don't know how much I can say, but just getting closer to building up to our citizenship, which is really exciting because I've just come to realize that Europe is just going to be a part of my life. Like the same way a lot of people in the Latino community, you know, their parents or their grandparents came to the United States to try and have a better life, and so that their kids and grandkids could have better opportunities. It's like I'm thinking about me and my future and my legacy, and I'm migrating. You know what I mean? Like I want a life here. I'm pretty sure I want a life here. I love home, you know what I mean? I'll always, a part of me will always feel that is my home because that is where my family is, and then the rest of my family's in Mexico right next door, and you know, those are my people, the Tejanos, whatever. Those are my people. But I want to build here. I just want a better life for myself. And deciding that has been very, I guess I didn't realize that that's like kind of a big deal. Like, you know, like moving yourself, you're migrating, like your family. Like most of my immediate family is here. 3 out of 4 of us are here, and the fourth one is planning to come. So when you and your immediate family all collectively decide that this side of the world is better, it's like you're migrating. Like, you know what I mean? You're migrating the family name, the blood. That blood will probably continue there in that land. And just kind of weird because like I love the Mexican culture. Like I love the like Latin culture. Oh my God, when I'm able to, I am so excited to go home and visit my family and friends, and in Mexico as well. And that's really exciting because I feel like we're getting closer to being able to go visit, which is so weird. There's just a lot happening all at once. But I'm glad it all seems good, it all seems positive, and I think this is gonna be good. You guys, I had so much to say this episode. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go work out, get them gains with my bestie Manu. We're gonna go work out. And yeah, I'm excited. Finally gonna be back in the motherfucking gym. Yeah. So, I don't know, I'm finally out of my depressive episode. Hopefully I don't get back in it. But yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed me freaking yapping. Next time I will probably try and have notes, like better, like more organized notes, because I just can't fucking think. I don't know if it's like because I got really high the other day, or if it's because I just have ADHD. Like, I don't know what it is, but we gonna be alright. That's all I know. That's all I know. Anyway, you guys, thanks for tuning in for episode 3. I love y'all. Use the word love. Yeah. Don't be afraid to use the word love. If you feel love, tell someone. Tell them you love them. You guys stay safe. Don't forget to eat. I've been forgetting to eat a lot lately. I don't know why. But yeah, move your body, drink your water, take your minerals, go to the doctor if you need to. Don't take the meds if you don't want to. You guys just stay safe. And yeah, stay tuned for next episode. We'll see how I'm gonna do it next time, or what setup I'm gonna have, or maybe I'll start doing them more often because I just have way too much. From one month to the next month, there's just way too much that happens. Like, I need to be updating y'all. Like, I got shit to say. You know what I mean? So yeah, stay sleepy, stay spicy, stay messy. I was about to say sexy. Stay sexy. Anyway, bye y'all. Ciao.